What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. This is the Season 3 recap. Let's go through mine. This is exciting. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm excited to see what it's going to be. If you guys don't know, you can go to the Radar.io website, and there's a little box there to get it. Let me just see if I can find it here. Oh, I'm on the wrong browser. Just go to Radar.io, okay? Go to the website, and it'll show you your little personalized recap for whatever happened to you in the season. So let's just dive in and see what's going on here. All right, throughout the season, you've grouped with a total of 39 different specs. So I did group with everybody. Mostly was Rep Pallies. That's kind of interesting. BM Hunter, and then Havoc. Demo. Vengeance makes sense to me. Fury Warriors. Interesting. Obviously, I was the healer for most of my dungeon runs, so healers are going to be a little bit lower on the list, but it's interesting to see, like, no Aflocks, no Sub-Rogues. Pharaoh was pretty... No Frosty Ks? Oh, no! That's okay. There we go. Hit F11. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, my voice is kind of messed up right now. Gear Evolution. This is just looking at my monk. So, again, I played a lot of alts. It's not going to show all the other gear, but my biggest gear upgrade of the season was 69 item levels. When I went from the Paracausal Fragment of Azeroth to the Genosaur Blood. That's pretty hilarious. That was a massive upgrade for my monk when I ended up getting that. And then we were at 488 by the end of the season, and we stayed there mostly because that's as high as you can basically, you know, if you do Mythic Raid, you can get a little bit higher, I think, right? But by and large, 488 is as high as you can go, and I played a lot of alts, so that's not really going to get much higher. Raid bosses defeated. Naruto, we did 4 times on Mythic. Agira 4 times, Volcross 5 times, Council 4 times, and then it was only 1 time once we got to Laridar, right? Larry, Naimu, and Smolderon we killed once. We did not obviously kill Tindril or Farok, unfortunately. You defeated 173 raid bosses on all difficulties, 20 on Mythic, 88 Heroic, 65 on Normal. On average, Mythic Raiders defeated 21.7 bosses, so not too bad. I was just a little bit under average there. And then for Heroic, we had way more, and in Normal, we had way more. That's mostly because of my ults, I think. I don't think I killed these guys 88 times just on my monk. Okay, it was on my shaman a lot too. Don't forget your first time. We killed Smolderon after 277 pulls on Mythic. My God, that was pretty insane. We had a wipe on Agira. Or in Heroic Agira, we killed... Oh, yeah, no, we wiped with 0.191% health. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. That was the Agira one, yeah. But Smoldy took 277 pulls. A little bit more than average, I think, but a lot of people pulled Smolderon a lot of times. That was a pretty rough boss. Raid progress. Normal took us 2 days. Heroic took us 21 days. Unfortunate there. I think it was because... I don't know why that took us so long. Mythic, I didn't clear Mythic all the way, of course. I don't know why it took us 21 days to kill Heroic. Is that normal? I'm not sure. I don't think it is, right? That feels like it took a little bit too long. Maybe just because we're only raiding 4 hours a week. That's probably why. Top 3 bosses by live track time spent. Smolderon, of course. Tindril, a long time. And then Farok, even on Heroic, I guess, took us 5 hours. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, Mythic Plus. Here we go. Highest key you timed each week across the entire season. This is just on my monk, I think. Or no, this is actually everything. Started out on 19s, got to 22, 23. Then we did everything on a 23 basically. Then we got to 24s. Very nice. Up to 25s. Did 3 dungeons on 25. And then we got Blackrock Hold and Rise on a 26. Very good. And we also did 25 Throne and AD Throne, Everbloom, Blackrock Hold, Darkheart Thicket. I think we did them all on 25 or higher, right? Something like that. And then we dipped because I was like doing alts, right? I think, and I don't know, I had like an off week there. I don't know what was going on there. And then back to 24s, and then down a little bit, and back to 23s. So in the latter half here, I've been doing like Frosty K and Pally stuff because I'm switching my mains, right? So that's probably why the dip there. But there you go, 26 Blackrock Hold and Rise were the highest that we did. Altaholic, of course I am. Resto Shaman did 160 runs. Mystery did 106. Ellie did 186. So Shaman in total was like 226, right? That's wild. Actually, Enhance. So it's like 266 or something on Shaman. Pretty crazy. And then lots of Pally recently, and then Frosty K obviously a bunch recently, which is kind of cool. We did it. We did a run with almost every spec actually, which is kind of wild. Not every spec, but certainly every class, right? I don't think. Oh no, Evoker maybe I didn't do one on. Yeah, nobody plays Evoker. Nobody likes that spec. Top Mythic Plus comp. Here we go. I was playing Resto Shaman, had a Blood DK, lots of demo locks, Havoc, and Shadow Priest. I don't know why so much Havoc. That kind of blows my mind. I don't remember seeing Havoc so much like recently, but I guess that's because maybe there just aren't people. Maybe people aren't playing it recently. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of interesting compared to what the typical specs were. Vengeance DH, of course, being the most common tank right now, and then Resto Druid is interesting. I don't know that that's true right now. Is it? Maybe it is. I feel like Mistweaver should be like in this right here. So I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Probably if you did this at like plus 20 or higher, Mistweaver would be the healer there. Your most run dungeons. Here we go again. Waycrest to the top one, then Everbloom, Atoll. Look at the Dottie. I hate Dottie so much. Dottie Throne, both Dotties and Throne were in the last. I hate those dungeons so much, man. It's so brutal. Closest key was a 26 rise. We timed it with less 1/10 of a second, almost 2/10 of a second left. Holy cow, that's actually so close. It's not even a second, right? It's almost 2/10 of a second. That's wild. Oh my god, that's actually crazy. That's really crazy. Okay, my IO score evolution. We started 1865, and then we quickly bumped up to 3K, and then we got all the way up to 3291. A little bit of a shame I didn't get to 3300. But again, I switched to Pally and Frosty. I had to put the time in on those to get them up to snuff so I can get them ready for the next season. We ran 714 dungeons across all our characters. Holy cow. That's 12 days and 14 hours worth of Mythic Plus. To put it another way, this is how long it would have taken to watch all 178 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation 2.3 times. Holy cow, 714. How many dungeons did you guys have? Let me know in the comments down below. How many dungeons did you guys do across all your characters? I would love to hear that number. Here are my buddies. These are the people that I played with the most. Asterial, of course. Lynx. Rich, those are obviously the top three, and then Lynx again on his Blood DK, and then actually Joe. We did a lot with Joe at the very beginning of the season. That's pretty funny. But Asterial and I had 149 runs together. Let me screenshot that for him. He's gonna be embarrassed. We're gonna take a screenshot of that. He's gonna be very embarrassed that that him and I did the most together. I'm sending it to him right now. We'll see what he says. You and I are buddies forever. We'll see what he says. There you go. Well, I'll give you guys an update on what Asterial has to say about that. There you go. The friends that we made along the way. There's my recap, guys. Let me know what you guys had in your recap. What was the craziest thing? I think for me, it's got to be how many dungeons I ran. 714 dungeons. Please let me know what your recap was like. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. What was the craziest thing that you noticed about your recap? I'm such a crazy altaholic. What was the biggest key that you guys pushed as well? Would love to hear from you guys there. Thank you so much again for watching. I love all of you guys. I will see you in the next one.